It was a lot of translating, but 1 hour. Like, you guys want to get in a picture with us? I have to sit over there with the other people in the
I know. I've met him already. And I knew that you didn't hit players with her. I don't know what to do. What?
Wait, what's your podcast?
Like Jamie Kennedy.
No.
We serve as good a man as you, if better.
Yeah, we are.
You can just trade places when she goes up to Alex. Here. Probably. They don't know. She's just going in. Yeah. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Contemporary Theater Company. My name is Tammy Brown. I'm the artistic director here, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to night 6 of our Springboard season, Exquisite Corpse Wizard of Oz. Just a few very quick housekeeping notes before we begin. First of all, check your cell phone, make sure they're turned to silent or shut off. You don't want them to go ding ding or buzz buzz in the theater. Also, in the unlikely event of an emergency, there are 2 exits. One is the same way that you came in. The other exit, this door right here, leads directly out to the parking lot. Also, this show runs about 2 hours with an intermission, so about halfway through there will be an intermission, at which time you can visit Chris at the bar. He's got local beer, local soda, cookies, snacks, all that stuff. For you to satisfy yourselves during the intermission and then come back and enjoy the rest of the show. Like I said, this is night 6 of Springboard. We still have a few more nights to go. Springboard is a time when we invite people to submit projects, people from our community to submit projects for original shows or original performances, and this is one of those. This is the first time ever that this particular show has been performed, so it's a world premiere, so you're getting to see that, which is super exciting. Without further ado, here is David B. Marchetti to tell you more about what to expect today.
premiere and the closing night of Exquisite Corpse, Wizard of Oz. This is a new concept in theater games. We took the game Exquisite Corpse. If you're not familiar, this is a thing where somebody takes a work of art, a drawing, a painting, a song, a poem, and then somebody else adds a little more onto it, and then somebody else adds a little more onto it. They put their own little spin on it. Last year I decided it might be fun to see what we could do that with theater. So we took a well-known work of art, this case it's The Wizard of Oz, and I gave up little pieces to my friends, my colleagues, people I've worked with before, that I think could make some really fun ways to put their own little spin on it and put it into a full-length show. To explain what's going to happen, I chopped up about 25 different pieces, different writers. They were allowed to read the script or watch the movie once, and then they had to wait 48 hours before actually writing something. And the actors got their scripts when they went on, they got the script about an hour ago. So they're going to come on stage. It's not going to be perfect. There's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of improvisation. They're going to play with the space. They're going to mess up cues, and there's going to be parts. It's going to be a lot of fun, but the idea is it's a combination of 40 different people putting their spin on a classic and kind of playing within the space. This is the second time we've done anything like this. I hope we can continue doing stuff like this. But it's experimental, and it's really kind of a way to get into, the community aspect of community theater. I look around this place, I see a lot of writers are actually in this audience right now too. So I will put up the who wrote what later online for everybody to view. And I'm very excited to present this. Again, the CTC has been very kind to let me indulge in this little fantasy of mine for the second year running. So without further ado, I'm going to present Exquisite Corpse, Wizard of Oz. Starts with the stage direction. Dorothy and Toto are running down the road towards their family's farmhouse.
Run like you're being chased by a tornado.
I'm running as fast as my
Did you have to crack in Miss Gulch's cabbages again?
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go. I should charge her for the fertilizer.
And what's up with killing her cat? You've done it like 8 times. It only has 1 life left.
I'm a dog. I hate cats. Duh.
I know, but Mrs. Gulch was really pissed, and when she's pissed, she's a total witch.
I don't know, but she came after me with a broom, and I grabbed her with my teeth, and I shoved it up her butt. I guess she won't be riding that thing around anymore.
That mean old witch had it coming. You're a good boy, Toto.
Toto drops and rolls over on his back with all 4 legs in the air. Dorothy pats and scratches him and rubs his belly while he rolls around happily, making happy dog sounds.
But now she's coming after us, and I don't want anything to happen to my fuzzy, wuzzy, snuffy paw.
Toto gets back on his feet and they run through the invisible farm gate. Auntie Em, Uncle Henry are moving dinosaur eggs and hatchlings from an incubator from one side to the other. Hunk, Hickory, and Zeke are nearby, fixing an invisible tractor.
Auntie Em, Miss Gulch is on her way over here because Toto cracked in her garden again, and he killed her cat again. She's wicked pissed.
Don't bother us, kid. The incubator's on the fritz and all our baby dinos won't hatch unless we act fast.
Baby dinos?
Yeah, don't just stand there like a stupid scarecrow. Here, give me a hand.
Scarecrows sure are stupid.
Auntie Em hands an invisible hatchling dinosaur to Dorothy.
It's kinda cute. Ouch!
I found some fossils on the old North 40 the other day and started to dig around. Got down about 12 feet from land. Oh gosh. There were 3 dozen dinosaur eggs. Yeah, probably Tyrannosaurus or Pathorosaurus or some other thing. Caused them the Kansas State dinosaur.
How'd you know that?
Yeah, I looked it up on Wikipedia. Auntie Em and I go and start us the dino farm and charge people hundreds of dollars to come and pet them, and give them treats, and ride them and such.
That doesn't sound like such a good idea. Didn't you see Jurassic Park?
Nah, we'll make a fortune, and then you'll be able to go to college and build your brain.
She don't got no brain to build. Nothing but straw in that head.
Well, that's a terrible thing to say.
Yeah, Hunk, you're the one with an IQ of broccoli.
runs over and starts pulling on Hunk's pants with his teeth while Hunk yells and screams. Hunk takes off while Toto chases him around the stage, occasionally catching him and giving him a nip.
That's right, boy. Get him.
Auntie M brings over an invisible plate of invisible crullers.
Look at you, Bones. Not a brain, heart, or an ounce of courage among the three of you. Here, eat some crawlers. They're deep fried hog lard. Here in Kansas, that takes up almost the whole food pyramid. Except for tip, which is corn.
Hank, Hickory, Zeke, Dorothy, and Toto each take a cruller. Dorothy starts walking on an invisible fence around an invisible pigsty. She loses her balance and falls in, screaming. Hunk and Hickory just keep obliviously munching on their crullers. Zeke runs to the rescue, and Toto following him, barking. There's lots of oinking and squealing. Which comes from...
Whiskers, Dorothy is fallen in the pigsty. She'll feel right at home. Have you seen her bedroom lately? But pigs eat people.
That's true. One time the cloud fell in there, and let's say the bacon tasted funny for a while.
I'll save you, Dorothy.
Zeke jumps in and saves Dorothy. She sits down, and Toto comes over to her, and she pets him, and he comforts her. Zeke hyperventilates.
I wish I'd have thought of that, but I never get any ideas.
I would have saved her if only I were capable of experiencing emotions like love and empathy and compassion.
My goodness, Zeke. You're really scared, aren't you?
Zeke nods vigorously.
And here I thought you were so brave. Well, thanks for saving my life. What a world. Every time you turn around, there's someone or something that wants to freaking kill you.
Get in the farmhouse, you three stooges. Uncle Henry, too. Looks like a storm's a brewing. And besides, Dorothy's fixing to sing a song.
The guys exit.
Chillax, Dorothy. You're like a teepee inside a wigwam.
Huh?
Too tense. You need to find a place where there are no cares or worries. You can just have fun. And if you find it, tell me about it. Auntie needs some me time.
Auntie M exits. Dorothy pets Toto pensively, and he whimpers a little. During her next speech, Toto responds comically to everything she says. Excited dog behavior, like when you ask them if they want to go out.
Oh, Toto, wouldn't it be wonderful to find a place where life was happy and fun? In color? Where we could sing and dance and there were poppies everywhere that we could totally get high on opium? Do you think there's a place like that?
You know the words.
Oh, I didn't realize we were doing the whole song. I have nothing written. I actually don't know the lyrics.
50 seconds. All in favor of skipping the rest, raise your hand.
Play it out.
Outvoted.
You guys know the words, what are you singing?
All right, enough of that. Miss Gulch arrives on her bike at the Gale house.
Mr. Gale! Mr. Gale!
Uncle Henry. Mr. Gale, your Uncle Henry. My bad. That's you.
Mr. Gale!
Dorothy Warner. Oh, my Lord.
Mr. Gale! There you are. Now about Dorothy.
Dorothy?
Yeah.
Dorothy? Why, sir?
Well, her yappy little dog bit me. I've come to take it away. Oh no, she can't take Toto. Uncle Henry can't let her. Dorothy?
Gulch tries to wrestle Toto from Dorothy.
This dog is a menace to society. The sheriff has a written order. Bring it. Take it. She can't.
Gulch tries to wrestle Toto away.
Get her by the tail. Ha! I can and I will. My knees can't take this. Auntie, please help. It's my fault. I let Toto get into her yard and he only bit her one. So you admit.
Gulch takes Toto away and shoves him into her bike basket.
Taking him to be destroyed. Give him back, you wicked old witch.
We'll get to the bottom of this, Dorothy. I'm going to the sheriff now. Don't you worry.
Elmira Gulch, you've been a dog's mother your whole life. If I wasn't a good Christian woman, I would say the real words in your face.
I'll get you, my pretty. And your little dog, too.
Gulch rides away. Dorothy bursts into tears and runs into the house in her room and throws herself on the bed. As Dorothy is crying, Toto jumps through the window and starts licking her face.
Oh, Toto, you come back. But Miss Gulch will realize you're gone and come back, and we have to run away right now.
Dorothy throws a photo of her aunt and uncle and a few things in a bag as they leave the house. She walks for a while, and she arrives at the trailer of Professor Marvel, who is sitting by a campfire.
Oh, hello, little girl. What are you doing here? Oh, no, don't tell me. You're going to visit Grandma. No, that's not right. You're sprinkling breadcrumbs to find your way home. No. You're running away.
How did you know?
I'm Professor Marvel and I know all. Have a seat. Let me tell you why you're here.
They sit at the campfire. Toto sniffs at Marvel and steals his food. As Dorothy is shooing him away, Marvel looks in her basket and sees the photo.
You're running away from home because they don't understand you and they don't listen to you.
You do know. Nobody cares what we do. An evil woman wants to take Toto away. We have to run away.
Oh, dear.
Your sign says you travel the world. Take us with you, please,
look in my crystal ball and see your future.
You can do that?
Just watch me.
He pulls out a bowling ball and waves his hands over it. Sneaking looks at the photo again.
I see a house with a white picket fence.
Why, that's our farm.
And it's a woman in a dress with flowers on it. And she's looking all over the yard.
That's Auntie M. She must be looking for me.
Oh dear. She's crying and telling the man, where can she be? How can she be gone?
That's Uncle Henry.
Oh, she's crying and she's clutching the man and she's saying, how have we gone wrong?
Oh, Auntie M, you haven't gone wrong. You've been good to me. They took me in, you see, and took care of me when I was awfully sick last year.
Now she's slumped up against him. And the man, he's shaking her, trying to wake her up.
Oh no, Auntie M, you can't be sick. I have to go back. I have to be with her. But if we go back, Toto will be taken away.
The woman is on the ground, and the man has started CPR.
I have to go right now. Come on, Toto. Thank you, Professor Marvel. I'll never forget you.
Dorothy leaves and runs home as fast as she can. By now, the sky is dark and ominous. The wind is whistling. The cyclone is approaching. Zeke, whoever that is, points at the sky.
It's a twister. It's a twister.
Left hand red.
The other two farmhands, who may or may not have names, begin playing Milton Bradley game Twister.
Now's not the time for games, other farmhands. Let's get to the storm cellar. And definitely not wait for Dorothy, because why would she also need to get in the storm cellar?
Say, where is Dorothy?
Who cares? It's storm cellar time, baby. I brought a charcuterie board.
Zeke and the farmhands clamber into the storm cellar.
Now close it all the way, lads. Make sure a little girl can't get in the door by kicking at it.
Meanwhile, Dorothy and Toto are returning from, the countryside or something, and they can see the tornado is headed right for their house.
Hurry, Toto, to the storm cellar.
The storm cellar's doors are closed. Dorothy kicks at them, but to no avail.
Well, I guess the only thing to do is to go into the house and stand directly next to the window. Right, Toto?
Toto emphatically shakes his head no. Dorothy drags Toto to her bedroom window, which is immediately blown to smithereens by the storm.
Oh no! Who could have foreseen that?
Dorothy collapses onto her bed to swoon. Toto nudges her. He nudges her again, but she is out cold. He nudges one more time, but her body slides unconscious onto the floor, and she begins snoring loudly.
Alright, time for a real star to be born.
The scene transforms suddenly to the grounds of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, where the well-coited trainer in the sensible flats begins to lead Toto around the ring. Iconic Westminster announcer Michael LaFave narrates.
Carn Terrier is a happy, busy little earth dog, originally bred to Rudolph Herman from the rock piles of the Carnage or Scottish countryside. Curious and alert, their unique qualities include a short, wide head and a free-moving, short-legged body that excludes strength, but not heaviness.
The trainer leads Toto to the judge, who inspects and evaluates him.
The double coat is harsh and wiry on top of down earth beneath it. Ears and tails at the ready. Eyes shining with intelligence. Tiny terriers are small enough for a laptop snuggle and sturdy enough for a good romp on the lawn. For those who cherish the quality of gaminess, independent thinking, and true blue loyalty, no other breed will do.
The judge awards Toto a blue ribbon.
This is the Carney Terrier.
Everyone applauds raucously. That's cool. Wait a second. Everybody boos. All right, that's enough. Everyone applauds raucously. Blah, blah. Suddenly, there's a burst of thunder and a crack of lightning, and Toto leaps back onto the bed to the passed-out Dorothy as the dog show environs disappear. The wind howls madly. Dorothy begins to come to as the very house is lifted into the twister itself. She and Toto stare out the window. A parade of strange vignettes swat by. Cows and chickens, kayakers, old ladies in rocking chairs, rollerbladers. It all culminates in the appearance of the mean neighbor riding her bike midair, who suddenly transforms into a wicked-looking witch in a special effects shot from the 85 years ago that literally looks better than most movies released this year. Mean neighbor / wicked witch cackles madly and terrifyingly as she swoops away. Finally, the house is set down with a grinding crash. Dorothy and Toto gather themselves and in disbelief open the door and walk outside. Holy fuck, it's in Technicolor. Dorothy and Toto find themselves in the midst of by the way, this has swears in it, in the midst of bright, fantastical world, the likes of which have never seen. Hidden figures scamper at the margins, watching them. They are fascinated in this utterly alien realm.
Toto?
Someone bursts through the side door of the CTC and screams, "Oh my God, she's gonna say it!" Everyone appears at every nook and cranny to shout in unison, "Say it! Say it alive!"
I've got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah! The place erupts in celebratory chaos. Suddenly, a beautiful lady with a crown and magic wand silences them all. The crowd disperses. We're back to just Glinda, Dorothy, Toto, and the locals creeping around in the margins.
Who are you?
I'm Glinda, the Wood Witch.
Witches can be good.
Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, Mr. Sondheim. But yes, all witches are good. Only the ugly witches are bad.
Wait, so you're saying by being conventionally unattractive implies moral rectitude? And perceived physical unattractiveness is morally wrong?
Indeed. Just so the many confusing and conflicting messages of this piece. A work whose satirical elements I would not describe as note perfect.
Okay, well, obviously we're hot babes, but for discussion's sake, how ugly of a face do you have to be a bad witch?
I'd show you, but you just watched that one.
Oh my God!
She gestures to the house. 2 fucked up human legs are sticking out from underneath, clad in ruby slippers.
Oh my God!
The wicked witch of the East. That's right, you murdered her. But she was a Nazi sympathizer, so...
Incredible taste in shoes, though. Looks like those are going to be important later on.
There's a rustle in the bushes nearby. Dorothy seems frightened. Toto is on alert.
Oh, silly me. It's time I introduce you to our friends. They're very happy you killed the fascist. It's all right. You may all come out and thank her.
Munchkins start appearing out from their hiding spots. Some are hidden in dumb ways, like just behind a curtain with their feet sticking out the bottom, or ducking behind a fire hydrant. One is just hiding with her face in her hands like a baby playing peekaboo. Others are costumed much more elaborately. A nest full of birds transforms into a feather-covered munchkin. A shrub stands up and is a munchkin in leaf-covered camouflage. A munchkin with the most real-looking mustache you ever saw reaches on his upper lip and rips it away the fake mustache. Ta-da! A dorky-looking mustache with glasses and their hair tied up in a bun takes the pin out of their hair and takes off their glasses. With a shake of their head, their hair falls to their shoulders as they gently place the temple of the glasses to their lips. They are now a sexy librarian munchkin. A manhole opens up and Munchkin begins crawling out of the sewer, and that last one is real. It's in the movie, I swear to God.
Well, you've read all that in the middle of my song lyrics, so now I don't know where I am. Middle of 12. Well, yeah, I know, but in the context of the music, I don't know where it is. Well, you fell from the sky and you fell very far, and Kansas is the name of that star.
By now there are swarms of little people surrounding Dorothy. She is lucky that they are on her side, but if she were to cross them...
She brings you good news, or haven't you heard? When she fell out of Kansas, a miracle occurred.
Well, it wasn't really a miracle. I was very scared by that tornado, and
You're the hero of Munchkin City.
I mean, I I didn't.
You saved us all. It will be grateful forevermore.
Well, I guess I sort of.
Oh, you saved my baby! However did you do it?
Okay, so here's what I did. I saw her in the window and I thought, not on my watch, so I started pushing around furniture to aim it. No big deal, really.
We thank you so very sweetly for doing it so neatly. You killed her so completely.
Neatly?
Dorothy looks over and surveys the crime scene. It's a grisly display. There's blood simply everywhere.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Sleepyhead,
Wake your nose, you sleepyhead. Rub your nose, get out of bed. Wake up,
the wicked witch is dead.
she's gone to where the goblins go.
Yo ho, let's sing our brains out. Sing the bells out.
Ding dong, the merry-o. Sing it high, the witch is gone.
The wicked witch is dead.
Nobody said anything about goblins.
As mayor of Munchkinland in this country of the land of Oz, I welcome you most regally.
But we've got to verify it legally to see.
Really, Todd? You're gonna go down and do that now?
It's city protocol.
Don't start with me about protocol, Todd. This is a celebration.
If she isn't verified dead, we are looking at a major situation.
What? The citizens are gonna complain that we started the celebration of a slaughter too early? It's too soon? We need to make sure she's buried first.
Election in November.
Again, I hate this friggin' city. All right, somebody get the coroner.
The coroner comes walking up the steps with a huge death certificate and singing.
As coroner, I must have her. I thoroughly examined her, and she's not only merely dead, she's really most sincerely dead.
And this is the day for independence, for
I checked her pulse, there was no beat. Her bones are crushed above her knees. Her life's no more for what it's worth. She'll never no more walk this earth.
But today is the day of independence.
The smell will attract rats and flies. There's black stuff coming out her eyes. Her entrails spread from there to here. The mayor has not stepped in her.
Well, thank you for
Everything above her weight is mangled in a bloody paste and dressing.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. That's quite enough.
Are you sure?
Quite sure.
Oh, okay. Because I can do another verse.
Quite sure. No, we got it. We're good.
I kind of wanted to finish.
Okay. The choice news spread. The wicked old witch at last is dead.
There we go. Sing it high, sing it low. Ding dong, the witch is
Dorothy's surrounded by the citizens of Munchkinland when three tiny tots dance through the crowd. And the music will start in a second. You guys saying that all real fast. No, that's coming. That's all right. You guys did it.
I was waiting all day for that.
Don't mess up the. There we go.
I'm gonna replay it. All right, three tiny tots dance back to their place in the crowd. We hear a whistle, and three Oompa Loompas dance up to Dorothy with their hands up.
We've got a friendly rubber for you. Oompa loompa doopity.
If you're wise, you'll listen to me. What?
you cold-hearted snitch.
What do you do if her head dead to the ground?
Isn't it time someone put her down?
Then you drop the house on her.
Oompa, oompa, doopity knife. We are a grateful to her life. Let's get drunk and sing at the moon. Like the oompa, loompa, doopity doo. Doopity doo. Doopity doo. Doopity doo.
The Oompa Loompas dance.
From now on, you'll be history.
You'll be his.
You'll be his.
You'll be history. And we glorify your name in the hall.
In the hall.
In the hall.
In the hall of fame.
Suddenly, on the last tra-la-la, the music stops with a terrific explosion, followed by a burst of red smoke in front of Dorothy's house. The munchkins scatter, and some fall flat on their faces. The smoke clears away, revealing the Wicked Witch of the West. The audience, having never seen color before, wails in terror as many of them dive for cover.
La 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 la. Oh shit!
I flipped a page when I lost my glasses. Oh no.
17.
It is I! Elphaba! Elphaba! Something.
The writer, who has not seen Wicked in a few years, flirts with the idea of looking it up on Wikipedia, but decides to go to the kitchen for more French onion dip instead. And by the time he gets back, he's forgotten.
The witch! I thought you told me she was dead.
Not dead the way you know it. She is with us always.
What's that supposed to mean?
You killed the Wicked Witch of the East, dearie. This is the Wicked Witch of the West. Her sister, come to replace her. It's a 2.5-man situation.
This is all very confusing.
Who killed my sister?
Well, it wasn't my fault. The house fell right on her.
We welcome you to Munchkin.
Not now, Gary.
Sorry.
Yes! The ruby slippers! Those will be significant for some reason.
The witch approaches her sister's bent, misshapen, prison-striped legs which protrude from the wreckage. Clad in bright, sparkly ruby shoes, the audience experiences a collective migraine from the glow. The ruby slippers magically disappear from the corpse's now bloated extremities. Rigor mortis sets in, and the two legs shrink back into the wreckage, leaving no trace of the Wicked Witch of the East ever existing. Like the married couple from Michael Haneke's Armor, all that remains is a lifetime of emotions and experiences is a barely recognizable husk.
What? Where did they go?
Why, look.
The ruby slippers have appeared from the feet of Dorothy.
Where did you get those?
Savers? Or maybe it's Value Village in Kansas. I don't know.
You killed my sister and you stole her slippers. I demand satisfaction.
The witch takes off a long black gloves and slaps Dorothy across the face.
You know, that's a different play.
The bright green of the witch's face causes the audience to collectively vomit. Then they all get quiet again.
You might be safe for now, but I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog. Now I think I'll try defying gravity.
Al Hurt's Green Hornet theme blasts from the soundtrack as the witch levitates into the sky and jets away to her castle or something.
Where's your room?
Oh, I don't have a broom. I can't go back the way I came.
She could go see the wizard.
Steve, return!
Glinda motions off to the distance where a big, giant fucking green tower raises in the sky. It's an eyesore in an otherwise very pleasant landscape. Its faint outline of the name Trump appears in front of it, being recently removed.
Well, how do I get there?
Well, you could follow the yellow brick road.
Dorothy looks along the long, twisty lane of marigold masonry that leads all the way to the Emerald City. The audience, having never seen the color yellow before, weeps in despair that they may never encounter such beauty in real life.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Approximately 3.4 miles. Your destination will be out on your left.
Dorothy, for some reason, skips in a complete circle around the yellow spiral in the center of Munchkinland rather than just walk across it like a normal human. Before leaving Munchkinland forever, she turns to say one last goodbye.
Thank you, Munchkin friends. If I ever start that donut shop empire, I'll be sure to name a snack after you.
You're always welcome. Say, what was your name again?
My name is Mrs. Norman Maine.
The Man That Got Away swells on the soundtrack. The ghost of James Mason smiles in the sky as Dorothy skips down the yellow brick road out of Munchkinland. Dorothy walks along the yellow brick road, looking kind of worried. She looks left, then right, then down the split in the road.
I wouldn't go down the left road. That leads to the pizza parlor where the high-ranking officials are who are pedophiles.
Who said that?
I wouldn't go over to the right either, though. They're giving you vaccines there that give the kids autism.
Dorothy notices the Scarecrow and looks baffled.
Where are you trying to go?
To the city of Oz to see the wizard to grant my wish. I'm lost and he's the only one who can get me home.
Well, I want to go with you. As you can tell, as a conspiracy theorist, I don't have a brain. Maybe he can give me one. Help me down?
Dorothy and the Scarecrow struggle to get him down. He staggers around the stage with rubbery legs. Dorothy chases after him so he doesn't fall.
I could stop whiling away the hours, blaming all the Muslims for the towers and not wanting them on a plane. And I'd realize lizard overlords are racist caricatures if I only had a brain. I believe in the Holocaust and that climate change still includes frost and the Earth's not a flat plane.
With the thoughts that you'll be thinking, you could be another Lincoln if only you had a brain.
Oh, I wouldn't tell you why the moon landing wasn't real, or say that pigeons are governmental drones, or call all leftists commie clones. I would not be so closed-minded or scientifically behind it. I stopped drinking the Kool-Aid. I stopped screaming into echo chambers and ruining conversations on social media. If I only had a brain. Oh, Dorothy, please take me.
Okay. Which way should we go? I have a religious exemption form, so they can't vaccinate me.
As Dorothy and Scarecrow walk away, suddenly the Wicked Witch appears from the shadows.
Where are you going? I want those shoes!
She tries to zap the shoes from Dorothy, but her magic isn't strong enough, so she shoots a fireball at Scarecrow and disappears in a cloud of smoke and laughter.
The Wicked Witch of the West.
What just happened? Where did she go?
Looks like she'll stop at nothing to get those shoes.
Stop at nothing. She said one line of dialogue, then disappeared.
Dialogue?
Never mind, let's just keep going.
Let's ease on down the road.
This movie slaps. For some reason, the Scarecrow finds a squeeze bottle of mayonnaise on the ground.
This is weird. A squeeze bottle of mayonnaise on the ground for some reason.
That's weird. Why would there be a squeezed bottle of mayonnaise on the ground?
I don't know, but that's what we found. For some reason, maybe it'll come in handy in another scene. Wait, we don't even have mayonnaise here. Never mind.
Dorothy and the Scarecrow glare at the writer of the next scene, who can sense disappointment already. Dorothy and Scarecrow dance down the yellow brick road towards adventure, running between the fields and orchards. Along the way, they see gnarled, ugly apple trees with twisted branches laden with large red apples.
Oh, my apples! Scarecrow, would you like some? I'm allergic and can't eat these, but they sure look delicious.
Dorothy pulls an apple off of the tree. In response, the apple tree grabs the apple back out of her hand and whips her hand with a branch.
Who do you think you are, taking my little fruit to my labor like that?
I'm sorry. We're tired, and I thought my friend might like one. You can talk.
She didn't even want it for herself.
The other apple trees scoff in disgust.
How would you like it if I took some of the fruits of your labor, imposed a physically painful tax upon you just because I thought someone else might want it? Used your bones to patch holes in the yellow road.
Let's leave them alone, Dorothy. You can't even eat those apples nowadays. They're worthless.
Did you just say my apples are worth naught?
Oh no. It's just that she's allergic, and I wouldn't want her to get sick eating apples off such a filthy tree.
How dare you insult me so?
Apple tree flails branches around, trying to whip the Scarecrow and Dorothy. They both scream.
Ah! I'll show him how taxes work. We'll get those apples, and it'll be by his own hand.
Scarecrow moons the apple tree. The apple tree is appalled and starts throwing... No, we're good. We're good. It starts throwing apples at the Scarecrow. Okay, we're good.
That's why I wear these. That's why I need to count. Yeah, sorry. See? I told you, let's put these in the basket for later.
Dorothy, Scarecrow, and Toto retreat to pick up apples that have rolled out of range of the apple tree. Dorothy is crawling on the ground to pick them up, and she isn't paying attention to where she is going. She crawls right into the legs of the Tin Man, who has been off in the shadows to the side by some trees, and bangs her head.
Ow! What is that? Scarecrow, it's a man! And my skull says he's likely made of tin.
Wow, you're right. Are you alive, sir?
Oil can. Oil can.
I'm sorry, what?
Oil can.
Dorothy looks around and sees the oil can.
Oil can. What do you want me to do with this?
Try giving it to him.
Dorothy just tries to put the oil can in the hands of the Tin Man, not the one holding the axe, but it just falls to the ground and oil spills everywhere. Tin Man starts mumble sobbing.
The oil spilled out. We have to find something else to use. Oh my gosh.
Scarecrow turns away from them and starts making jerking off motion into the oil can for a few seconds. Dorothy notices and faints.
That should do the trick. Equally as lubricating. Oh dear. I'll hook you up in just a second. Here, where do you want it first?
Right now.
Scarecrow squirts the oil can into Tin Man's mouth on each side, then onto Tin Man's face. It is exactly as gross and sexually suggestive as you are imagining.
My, that worked wonders. I can talk again. Tastes much better than oil, too. Please help the lady up, but then lubricate my arms. My elbows!
Scarecrow shakes Dorothy and she wakes up. He helps her to her feet.
Sorry about that, Dorothy. It was
the only way.
He holds up the empty squeeze bottle of mayonnaise, if there are any children in the audience. Of course that explains it, children in the audience. Scarecrow squirts the Tin Man's arms. Dorothy reluctantly bends them and lowers the arm holding the axe with a loud creak.
I'm sorry I spilled your oil. How did you get this?
I've been stuck like this for ages. I was chopping a tree when it started to rain. I've been rusted solid ever since.
Well, you're going to be perfectly fine now.
Perfectly fine? Bang on my chest if you think I'm perfectly fine.
Dorothy knocks on Tin Man's chest and it echoes loudly.
What an echo. Perfect pitch.
I'm hollow. The man who made me never gave me a heart. I am but a shell of what could have been, what will likely never be.
He starts to trail off while gazing longingly at the sky.
Where the popsicle's nearly dead, I should be quite the debater. Yet here I'm feeling stark. Just because I'm computing, dreaming of rebooting, if I only felt a spark. I'd be sly, I'd be cunning, and but peculiarly stunning regarding hate and snark. I'd scheme with the servers and the net's dark observers, if I only had a spark. Picture me a dark web spree below the world's size low.
Wherefore art thou, human low?
I sense a breach. How bleak. Just a manifest obsession, anger and aggression, and truly play the dark part. I could hack never tire, set the cyberspace on fire, if I only had a heart.
That was sinister. You know, we were just pondering why you couldn't join us in the digital realm to ask the Silicon Sage for a heart.
Well, suppose the sage wouldn't code me one when we got there.
But they will, they must. We're breached so many firewalls already.
To the core,
To the core.
to the core.
This parody takes the original song's theme of longing
To the
and twists it into a darkly comedic reflection of an AI's desire for emotion, leading to unintended consequences such as hacking and digital dominance, while maintaining the whimsical and poetic structure of the original song. Maybe the Tin Man can have an Apple or Google or ChatGPT logos all over it. The music number ends, and our characters pretend as if the robot thing never happened. Exterior, Oz, countryside, day. Cozy cottage on the yellow brick road, next to thick woods. Everything is bright and cozy. The Tin Man has just finished his rusty dance, as Dorothy and Scarecrow help him sit down.
Oh, I see. Woo! I was more rusty than I thought.
Dorothy continues to oil the Tin Man's limbs.
Oh, well, oh golly gee, Mr. Tin Man. I thought you were just swell.
Oh, he was. I bet doing an earthworm, earworm dance number like that must have helped heal the crippling and mind-shattering existential fear of being trapped immobile in one's own body without mental break, thus having to deal with the cosmic terror of reality and infinity.
I didn't know I was supposed to do the worm. I'm sorry. Geez, I never thought of that. And that's coming from a man who lacks proper body control and was tied to a pole to be terrorized by crows in an almost Atlas-like tragedy of existence. So your input is most informative.
Wow, I wish I had thought of that. I think no good without brain.
I just thought of the bee's knees idea. Why don't you come with me and Scarecrow to the Emerald City to see the Wizard of Oz? I bet he could give you a heart.
You think so?
Oh, I know so, new friend. Why, he's gonna get me home.
And get me a brain.
I just know he'll get you a heart. Honestly, I do.
Suddenly, a spine-tingling wail cackle rises above the three as they stand, stiffen, and turn in terror as they look up to see the Wicked Witch of the West towering over them.
Oh, you think you have friends, do you? Well, you don't. So quit trying, little missy. You there, straw boy, and trash can. You stay away from her, or I'll stuff you into a mattress and then sit on you when I have to cut my toenails.
no, not the cheese.
Oh, and you! I'll turn you into a beehive and then throw you into a bear's cave covered in honey.
Oh no, no living creature has survived the bee versus bear fight. I mean, look at Pompeii.
Hey, little toad, look at you on my house.
Oh, really? Hey, Scarecrow, can you catch a fireball?
The Wicked Witch throws a fireball at the Scarecrow, who jumps down, dodging it. Dorothy and Tin Man quickly stomp it out all around him as the witch cackles in devilish delight. Suddenly, poof! The Wicked Witch is engulfed in a cloud of red fog, then quickly dissipates. As she disappears, her cackling fades in the wind. Regaining their confidence, the three compose themselves.
Fiddlesticks! Now I'm definitely going to help you get to the Emerald City to meet the wizard. Phew on that old crone! Into a mattress? She doesn't even have one! I bet she sleeps on hot coils!
Yeah, me too. A beehive. I bet she doesn't even understand the fundamentals of apiculture.
The Tin Man hits his chest in confidence, then hears a loud echo that was the sound that vibrates around his whole insides, which surprises him.
You have that too? That's the sound it makes whenever I hit my head. Don't. Nope.
Gosh, you two are some of the bestest best friends a girl could have. And even though we just met, I feel like I've known you my whole life. Even though I haven't.
Of course you haven't. You weren't there when I was being stuffed.
And I was standing over here for quite some long time.
I wish I could remember. Oh darn, no wonder women aren't in the workplace. Thinking is so hard. Oh well, it doesn't matter because we know each other now, and since both of you have lost your conception of time, that's all that matters.
To us!
To us.
Oh.
We're off to see the wizard.
See the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. You hear the wonderful things he does, if he ever winks and does. Wonderful, the wonderful ways there was. It is wonderful because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
The gang passes a peacock as they walk off into the woods. As they walk out of sight, and once far enough, the peacock, in an emerald glow, transforms into Loki, the god of mischief. As he gleefully smiles and his scepter starts to glow bright green.
Sing on, my foolish little friends. 2 down, 1 to go.
Loki smiles, proud of himself, as he too disappears in a puff of green smoke. Our friends approach a dark and creepy-looking forest.
Oh, I don't like this forest. It's dark and creepy.
And I'm sure there are all kinds of creepy creatures lurking just out of sight.
Creatures? Like spiders?
Or bugs.
Or snakes?
Or sandworms.
Or Christopher Walkens?
No, it's much more likely that there would be lions and tigers and bears.
Lions?
And tigers.
And bears.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Go, baby, go.
The trio is startled and take whatever cover they can find, separately.
Put him up, put him up. Oh, scared, are ya? Don't know how to fight. Come on, I'll go easy on ya. I'll fight you with one paw behind my back. I'll fight you with one foot. I'll fight you with my eyes. Oh, sneaking up on me, eh? Hey, how long you keep threshing that thing? Oh, come on and fight, Hurry before I puff, and I blow you apart. What are you looking at, girlie? Ain't never seen a sexy lion before. I'm a specimen, ain't I? Yeah, baby, yeah.
Toto starts aggressively barking at the lion.
Well, I'll get you anyway, Pee-wee.
Lion chases Toto. Dorothy runs to protect Toto and smacks the lion on the nose.
Don't touch him. Pick on someone your own size.
What'd you do that for?
Well, you shouldn't be picking on someone so much smaller than you. My goodness, you really are caring, aren't you? You're acting like a big baby. Why, you're nothing but a coward.
Oh, it's true. I am a coward.
A coward? But you're a lion. You're supposed to be king of the forest.
Yeah! Where's your courage, lion?
I haven't got any courage. It's so hard living under all this pressure to be so brave.
Well, we're going to the Emerald City to see if the wizard can give Scarecrow a brain.
And Tin Man a heart.
Why don't you come with us? Maybe he'll give you some courage.
Oh, I'd be too scared to ask him for it.
Well, we'll ask for you.
You really think it will work?
Oh, it has to work. We all need his help. He might just help us. Now, let's just calm down and relax for a bit. Then we'll be back on our way.
Oh, it's all been so stressful. I'd like to talk about it.
The piano keys start up. Clearly, this is the beginning of another song.
I was born to be a lion, but I feel just like I'm dying every time my sound is heard. But I could be a royal in my shorts. I would not soil if I only had a knife. Oh, I'd be so full of pride, a lion brave and sure, a roar like I'd never roared before. And then I gruff, and then I gruff, and I roar, roar, roar. I would show all the tigers and the squirmy, awful flamers. I'm a king, like I deserve. Yeah, and it doesn't go like that at that point, but that's okay. Because I could be a great protector, the bravest in the sector, if I only had a knife. I'd be brave as a pirate.
I'd be sweet as a bar of chocolate.
I'd be clever as a mop pit.
If the wizard is the wizard, who will serve?
Then I'll surely get a brain.
A heart.
A home.
Done.
The wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is a wonderful wiz, if ever a wiz there was. If ever a wonderful wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
The Wicked Witch watches them through her crystal ball and cackles maniacally.
Oh, so you went to take the warning, eh? All the worse for you then.
The witch motions to an eerily human-like flying monkey next to her.
So, she's got the magic ruby slippers. I can still stop her from reaching the Emerald City. Yes. Yes. What if she falls into a deep, deep sleep?
The witch waves her hand at the window, and outside, a large field of poppies appears, with several bagels protruding from it.
Yes. Yes.
Outside, Dorothy, Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Lion approach the poppy field.
There it is, right across this field.
The Emerald City shines from just across the poppy field.
The Emerald City.
The Emerald City.
The Emerald City.
It's only a model.
They prance across the poppy fields. Gradually, the soundtrack dissolves.
Say, I feel funny.
Me too.
just a little bit further.
I can't. I think I need to stop it.
Dorothy!
I need a few minutes.
Soon after, the lion and Scarecrow also faint. How to pause this. Immediately, Dorothy Gale Morgan, 33 years old, awakens in her upper middle class suburban bedroom. Her husband, Marshall Gale Morgan, is asleep next to her. She orients herself by looking across the room at her mid-century modern decor and various wall hangings, including family pictures and "Mom needs less wine, more wine" poster. The bedroom door enters their son Frank, a 4-year-old boy who looks like Macaulay Culkin. Enters.
Mommy?
Frank, is something the matter?
I had a bad dream.
I had a dream too, dear.
Was it a bad dream, Mommy?
No, Frankie. It was a good dream. Mostly a good dream.
It was a place again, wasn't it?
Try and go back to sleep, baby.
The next morning, we are in the middle school classroom where Dorothy is the teacher. A few of the insufferable pubescent sociopaths are throwing paper airplanes back and forth. The rest are on their phones. Dorothy is lecturing, referring to a large book.
And so Dagny realizes that those who are innovators and creators are restricted by government Representative seizing on the first opportunity to get away to a place that rewards uniqueness and creativity. Yes, Marissa?
But why is the only answer for the government to just get out of the way? Isn't that just an excuse to give rich people more money? Doesn't that just favor those who already have the means to innovate and ignore those who might need a leg up? And it certainly doesn't address glaring racial discrepancies in wealth and business ownership. I was reading The Fire next time, and...
Oh, actually, the school board says that we're not...
The door swings open and Attorney General Chris Kobach enters, flanked by 2 police officers.
That one!
The officers tase Marissa and drag her out of the room. Kobach follows. Dorothy, resigned, unshaken, back to business at hand. We are back at the Gale Morgan household. Dorothy is cooking a hamburger helper-esque meal over a frying pan, while Marshall sets the table. Frank is preoccupied by an iPad. And I just don't think it's right. I mean, I know my dad does own the place. He's right about that, but I don't keep this job for 13 years because of nepotism. I kept it because I know how to sell a tractor, and I'm damn good at it. Doesn't give Charlie the right to say those things about me. I mean, I know he has the right, technically, if it's First Amendment and all, but I just think it's unfair. Later, Dorothy is on the couch with Frank next to her. Frank is still playing on his iPad, and Marshall is cleaning up the kitchen behind them.
You love playing with that. You love your mommy, your daddy, your bluey. You love everything, don't you? Yeah. But you know what, buddy? As you get older, some of the things that you love might not seem so special anymore, you know? Like your iPad. Maybe you'll realize it's just a screen and some plastic and metal. And you'll get older and fewer things you'll really love. And by the time you get to my age, maybe it's only 1 or 2 things. With me, I think it's 1.
We faintly hear the voice of Glinda.
Dorothy.
Dorothy closes her eyes. Blackout.
Dorothy.
And we are back in the poppy field, where fresh snow has fallen and woken Dorothy, Lion, and Scarecrow.
Dorothy, are you okay?
Look, the Tin Man.
Dorothy gets to her feet as fast as she can to see that the Tin Man has frozen from rust.
Oh no, he's rusted again. Quick, Scarecrow, get the oil can.
The Scarecrow quickly oils the Tin Man's joints. Meanwhile, the film crew swiftly carries an unconscious Buddy Epstein away from the set and into an ambulance.
Oh, thank you.
That lousy, cheating good witch!
Below, the foursome brush the snow off of themselves.
Come on, let's get out of here. Look, the Emerald City is closer and prettier than ever.
They link arms and tramp out of the snow-covered field as they hear a chorus of voices begin to sing.
This strange music somehow reminds me of the time I got in a snowmobile accident. I ended up getting 20 stitches.
The group arrives in Oz. They go up to a door and ring the doorbell. The doorbell is not only audible, but very loud. A stupid-looking man with a twisty mustache opens a tiny head-sized door in the door.
Hey, you idiots know how to read or something?
The group looks at each other dumbfounded. There is nothing to read anywhere in sight.
Read what?
A toy? The sign is right there in front of your faces.
Stupid-looking man points obnoxiously to the blank space in the exterior wall next to the door. Group looks at the space, extremely confused. Stupid-looking man looks over at the space and rolls his eyes. He promptly disappears back inside the tiny door, which slams closed.
What the fuck?
A moment later, the stupid-looking man is back and slaps a sign onto the exterior wall. Then again disappears back inside with a tiny door slamming shut.
Doorbell is broken. Please knock.
The group all mutters about how does that make any sense at all? And Dorothy uses a large, heavy knocker to bang on the door. Stupid-looking man pops out again of the tiny door.
What do you want?
We've come to see the wizard.
The wizard?
Yes.
You can't just see the wizard. No one ever sees the wizard. I've never even seen the wizard.
You've never seen the wizard?
Nobody's ever seen the wizard.
Oh, like nobody gets an appointment to see him?
Nobody ever sees him.
Wait, literally, nobody has actually seen him?
Indubitably.
Doesn't that strike you as a little odd?
He is our all-powerful leader. We respect him greatly and would never dare to gaze upon him directly.
How do you talk to him?
He commands us from the speakers and we obey.
What if he commands you to do something you don't like?
We don't dare question the great, powerful Oz.
So you, and this entire city, you've never seen him, you can't talk to him, and you do whatever he says blindly?
Indubitably.
What if he's just some crazy megalomaniac?
Oz the Great will never abuse his power.
What's this land called again?
Oz.
Ah. And what day is today?
When Oz Day.
And what month is it again?
It's the 1st of Oztember.
No, it isn't Oztember. It's still Ozuary.
Right, I forgot about Ozier, yeah. But nobody gets to see the wizard, even if they have magic shoes.
But she has the ruby slippers.
Ruby slippers?
Show them, Dorothy.
Oh,
Well, why did you say that in the first place? Come on in!
Stupid-looking man disappears from behind the tiny door. The big door opens. The group enters the building, and there is a horse in a chariot awaiting. The horse is a beautiful teal color.
thank you so much. We've been gone such a long time, and we feel so messed. What kind of a horse is that?
It's just a horse, nothing fancy, mind you.
It's changing color, though. Is it a horse of a different color, like you hear tell about?
It's brown. Did you folks come through the poppy field? This always happens. Business comes to the city looking for a ride, and I always get the ones who come through the poppy field. What day is it today?
Wednesday?
Friday. Oh, lovely. Fried Friday. That means they got watered with LCD. All right, it's late in the day, so hopefully You get only a little exposure. The effects should only last until the next scene. One group thought the city itself kept changing colors. Green, red, then gold. Most times, people come here thinking they hear Pink Floyd. Whatever you do, just don't go chasing any white rabbits you might see. The writers don't feel like trying to work in any of the tipsy, yisky world stories in this production. Oh, fourth walls break. Totally normal.
Cabby winks at the audience.
I did already. Anyways, on with the numbers. 2, 3, 4.
Ha! Oh! Oh! And a couple of tra-la-la. Away in the merry old land of Oz. Chirp, 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 and a couple of la-dee-das.
How do you know the words?
That's how the crickets sing all day in the merry old land of Oz. We get up at 12 and start to work for 1. Take an hour for lunch and then after we're done, jolly good fun. Ha ha, ho ho ho, a couple of tra-la-las. That's how we have the day away in the merry old land of Oz. Ha ha ha, ho ho ho, ha ha ha. That's how we laugh the day away with the ho ho ho, ha ha ha. in the merry old land of Oz.
Dorothy and the party split up into their respective caretakers. Scarecrow gets a leg wax. Tin Man gets adjusted by a chiropractor. Dorothy gets a spa treatment. Lion is off to see the dentist.
Wax, wax here, wax, wax there, and a couple of brand new straws. That's how you keep me young and fair in the merry old land of Oz.
We move over to see the Tin Man laying face down on a table.
Rub, rub here, rub there, and whether I'm tin or bras, that's how you keep me in repair in the merry old land of Oz.
We next see Dorothy in a salon chair with her nails getting done. Her shoulders are being rubbed and speaking to the masseuse.
You can make a dimpled smile out of a frown. Can you even dye my eyes to match my gown? Jolly old town.
We see the Lion in the chair of the dentist, terrified, eyes wide.
I'm your dentist and I enjoy the career I picked. I'm your dentist and I get off on a kick. Big fin I drill 5 by custom. It's close, so they tell me I'm now adjusted. With a cause ancient stress. Somewhere in heaven above me, I know that my mama's trapped. Oh mama, cause I'm a dentist that's fine. That's it.
Oh!
Say, ah.
Oh!
Say, ah. Okay, that's it.
Ha, ha, ha.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, 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 ho.
That's how we laugh the day away in the merry old land of Oz. That's how we laugh the day away. Ha ha ha! Ho ho ho! In the merry old land of Oz. Ha ha!
The witch appears on the scene to do her thing.
The witch! She followed us here.
In the smoke, the witch has written, "Surrender, Dorothy."
Rats! Dorothy? Who's Dorothy? Could it be that the girl over there? The one dressed differently from everyone else? I mean, the one clearly freaking out?
Ah, let's go to the wizard.
The citizens of Oz stampede towards the wizard's house.
Whatever shall we do?
We should surrender Dorothy!
Tin Man and Lion link arms with Dorothy as to surrender her. Dorothy is appalled.
No! You heartless cowards! We should go see the wizard. We better hurry, too, before this mob of emerald lunatics figures out who Dorothy is.
Tin Man and Lion release Dorothy, who says nothing, but looks at them with a new loss of respect. They shrug at her. Everyone rushes up to the guard outside the wizard's door. While the guard delivers the following, the mob is screaming, asking him a bunch of questions.
Hey! The wizard says everything's fine. He'll take care of everything. But he can't cook up any spells or divine on any omens with all this screaming and panicking. He's distracted. He gets migraines. I can sense a big old migraine creeping into his mind as we speak. So get out of here, all of you. Scram! Before the witch descends. Oh, I see her swooping now, like an eagle, with its sights on a rabbit. And that's you!
The mob runs away. Dorothy, Tin Man, Scarecrow, and Lion remain.
Please, sir, we need to see the wizard.
The wizard! Didn't you hear what I just said? He's got a migraine, and a mean one, too. I need to get in there and to give him his Tylenol and back rub it, or he'll eat me alive.
The guard wiggles his fingers and cracks his knuckles to warm them up before moving to enter the wizard's room.
Don't you know who she is? She's Dorothy.
Who?
Dorothy, like surrender Dorothy.
Oh, that Dorothy! Well, that makes me want to let her in even less! The wizard gave me the very clear orders. I could lose my job.
Just let her in anyway. She needs to see the wizard.
Why?
I'm Dorothy.
Fine. I see how it is. You people are all the same. You're all so entitled. I get no respect. One day, I just might snap, you know? I might go all postal, all over the place, rain terror on Emerald City. And then how would you feel with all your consciousness? Oh,
Guard enters the wizard's chambers.
Forgive me, sir, for dwelling. I have your Tylenol right here.
The sickening sound of bones crunching. For a while, they subside, and a new guard comes on stage.
The wizard says, go away.
Go away.
And with that, we will take a brief intermission.